Hey everybody! So thank you so much for all of the love everyone's been giving over my gingerbread houses that I made. I did take some photos this time of the Able Sister shop, so it'll show a little bit of the process in case some people were saying they wanted to try making them too. So I would definitely recommend getting a normal gingerbread house and then a slightly smaller one. I ended up getting a kit that had a lot of pieces, but they ended up being quite small, so I had to kind of piecemeal them together. But I started kind of the same. This is the front-facing side of the Able Sisters house. And in the background, you can see all of the pieces that I was using. So once I had the basic 4 walls built, you can see I left a roof side on the one end and then just the flat side where I would be connecting the other building. And then here I have the 2 houses put together. Okay, so I'm just fitting out the pieces, and this is the front of one of the small gingerbread houses that I'm going to use as the front face of the Able Sister shop. So yeah, I had to really construct everything by stacking them on top. If I were to go back, I think I would put a piece across, like flat, just to add some extra foundation support. I wouldn't say I had a very strong foundation on this gingerbread house. It's pretty precarious with the 2 pieces stacked directly on top of each other. And here we have the precarious double-decker house. That's going to be the Able Sisters. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to start taking the proper shape. It's my nook one. One of the most important things is to make sure you really layer the frosting on both sides, front and back. So you just really want to get it on thick, that way it attaches to other places on the house as much as possible. That's all. So I don't have a lot of pictures between the last clip and the frosted house, but here are some of the frosting colors I made. So this one was very simple. For the kind of reddish pink, almost a Nantucket red, I just used red and pink food coloring. I truly believe you can mix just from your basic red, yellow, blue, and typically green. I did have I think pastel set of food coloring that was helpful for this green shade, just because it was already, I didn't have to add yellow to make it kind of a lime green. And then this green shade was green with a little bit of blue. I would say 3-1 in terms of green to blue. So this picture is where I originally thought I would just frost the like the little door overhang, the green striped I can't think of the word. What's the word for like the thing in front of a door? Like for the rain. For an eave. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, eaves are like what's on
Yeah, it's on Eve, probably. So I was gonna just paint the shop sign and the green stripe kind of curtain Eve directly onto the front face, like I did the Nook house. However, it was getting to be a lot of frosting stacked on top of each other, because I was also using the frosting as glue to hold the two pieces together. If you're just using a single gingerbread house, you'll probably have a much easier time. And this happened. It fell off of the side, and I was really bummed out. As you can see, I also added some detail work to the roof, just making like cursive U shapes. But yeah, that was a sad moment. So what I ultimately decided to do there was frost the sign and the little overhang individually, wait for the house to completely set, and then try to reattach them. Okay, so it's the next morning, and as you can see, I whipped up some more frosting. These are all of the little mini pieces that I'm assembling. Covered in frosting. The mini pieces I've been assembling the house out of. I've got my blue, light green, lighter green, mid green, and then this is the house so far. I decided to use a three-dimensional roof, or like door overhang there, and I originally was just gonna paint the sign on, but I realized that it's a little sunken in, so I went ahead and frosted a piece for the sign, so that'll also be glued on later, and plus I can write the shop name, hopefully correct this time, instead of Nooks Cranny. So that's what I'm gonna do there. And I made that shape just by cutting the corners off of these. It's pretty easy, even though they're like a hard cookie. Let me see. Maybe I can prop my phone up on the salt. Okay. So I just have like a pair of scissors. Easy peasy. Also, while I'm waiting for the roof to sit, I'm going to try to make a chimney out of this piece. So, I don't know if I can cut right down the middle, but I'm going to try. So now I've got this piece and this piece to choose from for a chimney. So I'm running into a problem with my new sign. That area is too recessed for it, so I have to bridge it by putting another piece in between the back of this and that. But other gingerbread pieces are too thick. So I'm going to use a piece of graham cracker instead. Just use what you can and problem solve along the way. These are pictures of the finished house. I am overall happy with how it turned out. I really think building it from 2 houses would have saved me a lot of time and grief, but I found it a good exercise in adapting, and I definitely don't have the patience to try it again this holiday seasons, but who knows, maybe next year I'll give it another shot. Okay, thank you again, and take care. Bye.